No politician in history, and I say this with great surety, has been treated worse or more unfairly.
President Trump telling the graduating class of the U.S. Coast Guard Academy that while things are not always fair, you do have to put your head down and fight, fight, fight. My political power panel joins me now, Independent Women's Forum senior fellow Jillian Melchior and Democrat strategist and Fox News contributor Jessica Tarlov. First to you, Jillian. President Trump also said, quote, "This is the single greatest witch hunt of a politician in American history." Do you agree?
I don't agree. So I do think that he's faced tougher scrutiny by the media than a lot. But there are also a lot of things that he can control. The media isn't the one that's had conflicting messages coming out of the White House. In journalism, we say if you don't want it printed, don't let it happen. And a lot of these things are things that he's let happen, and we haven't seen a lot of responsibility taken for it.
Like what?
Well, I think for those starters, choosing people like Manafort, choosing people like Flynn, that opens you up to speculation on Russia. I think Manafort's a particularly contemptible choice. Given his role, well, given his role in Ukraine, I mean, that dictator was shooting into the streets, slaughtering his own people. He handled that image. You put people around you like that, you can't really be surprised at the criticism.
You've been overseas. You've seen that, right?
Absolutely.
What's your take, Jess?
What Jillian said. This is amazing.
Okay, Jillian, no, I'm kidding.
No, give me my airtime. No, I'm just kidding. I agree completely with what Jillian said there, and I would add that while I think it is one of his greatest assets that he does speak directly to the American people now and more to his base than anything, the fact that he has led us in so many conflicting directions, especially, you know, when he said the Obama administration, they wiretapped me, for instance, which then continued to get debunked and debunked.
But there was surveillance on the Trump Tower servers, right?
Yeah, no. That doesn't, it wasn't what he said, that it turned into this rolling ball of it, or that, you know, he so often puts things out there down to the numbers, how the crowds or what his win was, that when you have untruths coming directly from the president's mouth through his phone and what he says, you know, out in these speeches, that you're going to be under tighter scrutiny for that because journalists still want to live in a fact-filled world.
And I do think
do we see a lot of facts coming out of the media right now? There's no evidence of collusion, right?
Well,
certainly with Michael Flynn.
Jillian.
I would like to see a lot better sourcing on this, but I think, you know, we were so frustrated with Obama blaming President Bush for things.
Yes.
I think you're seeing the same thing now, saying, well, what about the Obama administration? We don't care about the Obama administration right now. We're in the Trump administration.
I think every president since Eisenhower has blamed the prior president for the predicament they're in.
I would have loved to see an aggressive media back during the Obama days. I think the answer to that is not having a lackluster media, a tame media during the
or getting rid of press briefings or
Let's talk about that. Yeah, because that would be a problematic thing.
It would be a huge problem.
I'm not sure that's the answer. President Trump also met with network anchors today. You know, Jillian, is he trying to forge better relationships right now with the media? Is that going to work?
One would hope so. I mean, the Obama administration said they were the most transparent in history. We knew that that was untrue. I would like to see a Republican administration do better. Yeah, I would like to see the Trump administration do better. So far, I haven't been very impressed with them. But I do think that more transparency could really benefit Trump at this point.
What do you think?
Oh, I totally agree. I think that there are a lot of reporters, certainly ones who have been on this beat for a long time, who are used to having sources within the White House that they can talk to and know that there's a trusting relationship there and that they're not going to get fed untruths, as it were. And I think that they would be very open to having good relationships with folks like Sean Spicer, Sarah Huckabee Sanders.
We have a short time. Jillian, Dennis DeSantis says the deep state is trying to destroy President Trump. Do you agree?
Yeah, that's probably true, but I think Trump's also done a lot to destroy himself.
Jillian, Jessica, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Good to see you guys.